6 o'clock Saturday night, it's the Betfred Super League Grand Final. Wigan Warriors versus Hull KR. Kev Brown played for Wigan Warriors. He's played in the Grand Final. We're going to take you behind the scenes. Right, Kev, you've just walked off the coach here into the tunnel. How are you feeling?
Well, yeah, you're feeling good at this point. You've just had a, say hello to all the fans and, you're getting off the coach. You're still a little bit nervous, but you just check your surroundings and then you're having a little laugh with your teammates and just trying to keep a check on them nerves, Mark, at this point.
This is the route that Wigan will go. Wigan are the home team. This is the home dressing room here at Old Trafford. And you'll see the difference in a moment. So this is a home dressing room. And in many respects, it's a bit of a cliche, but you can feel the history, can't you?
You can, and it feels very similar to Wigan's home changing room at the stadium, at the Brick Community Stadium, and it's a fantastic venue to play and train. But this is where they come in now, they'll relax, they'll get the music on, they'll get the water in them, and just try and stay as focused, but really relaxed at this point because there's still an hour and a half or so till kick-off.
Are you worried about the family's tickets and stuff like that, or is that all sorted by this point?
No, that is the least on the minds at the moment. That'll all be sorted. The logistics are all done. It's game time now, and this is the fun part. All the preparation's done. They get to chill with the mates before going having the big dance.
Right, just spin round. Let's have a look. This is the home dressing room. And this is where Wigan Warriors, this is where Matt Peat will be saying his final words. What do you think Matt Peat's final words will be?
I think it'll be just don't leave anything out there. Go out there, let it all hang out and do what they've done all year.
Right, come on, let's have a quick look at the away dressing room. You will notice a difference. And this is where Hull KR will be tomorrow. And you can see, just in case there's no mistake, there we are. Above there, you can see it. Hull KR. So it's quite clear when they come in off the coach, they turn left. Let's just have a quick look, Kev. And it is quite a contrast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much smaller. It's still very spacious room. And there'll be a lot of nerves in here as well. I'm sure they'll have the Hull KR branding all over the place and they'll make it just as special.
Right. Come this way now. We're now going to go into the famous tunnel here at Old Trafford. Look at this, branded up, ready for the Betfred Super League Grand Final. Right, you come in here about 10 to 6. So what's going through your mind?
I remember it vividly. It was, the nerves are kicking in now. The noise is different to every other game you play. There's music going on, there's all sorts of promotions going on, and you can hear the fans as well. The fans all start looking over, and then when you walk out, it's like a cacophony of sound. You're in a coliseum, and you can't believe how many fans that are packed in here. And it's almost like they're all over the top here as well. It's a beautiful place to play, and like I say, that nerves just goes to complete excitement. You run out this fireworks, and it's the best day of your life as a professional player.
We can't step on the pitch on the eve of the game. It looks magnificent. We'll show you that in a moment. And what's it like? You're walking out, there's fireworks going off, and we're going to have a sellout crowd as well.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. They're so lucky to play on this field. It's like a carpet at the moment, and when it's packed out with, the red and white and the red and white of Hull KR as well, it'll be an amazing atmosphere. But yeah, the first thing I did was look out and I thought, right, my kicking game's going to have to be on. The in-goals aren't as big as usual, and obviously it wasn't because we got beat.
Let's just spin round. Let's just have a look at this pitch. Obviously, the famous Theatre of Dreams, and look at that. What a surface that is. Forget rugby league, you could play snooker on that.
You could. It's as good as I've seen it. It's always immaculate, but it looks even better. And when the lights are on, it goes a little bit dark in the atmosphere. It's one of the best stadiums in the world to play any sport.
Right, this stage here, that is where the Lathams will be playing tomorrow night in the build-up. And I tell you what, let's go to the dugout area. Is this pitch very different?
It's different, Mark, in terms of it doesn't feel as big.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel as big, but it is. It's very wide and you can play expansive style, but your kicking game has to be on point because it is much shorter. There's a drop off, and some teams I know have just thrown the kicking game out the window and they actually run the ball on the last players because it is always greasier as well. It's often quite slippery and wet on the October nights. And And that's the main difference playing at Old Trafford than all the other rugby grounds, the size of the in-goal.
Right, I'm just going to point a few things out. First of all, can we really point up there? That is the TV gantry. So that is where the commentary team will be tomorrow night. And at the back of the Sir Bobby Charlton stand, you see where it says Grand Final in black? That is where the coaches sit. That is where the coaches sit and then give the instructions down to the dugout here. So obviously this is Wigan Warriors dugout. Kev, you just come and join us. I mean, when you're playing, can you hear anything from the bench?
No, you can't hear anything. You barely can hear the teammate on the field at the side of you, and that was one thing that took me by surprise. As organiser players, you're talking all the time, you're trying to create patterns of play. It's very difficult. You almost have to do it with sign language, and you know the noise in here, and I'll say it again, they're almost on top of you, and it's great to play, but you do have to change the way you organise the side.
And that's where Hull KR will be, and we'll finish just here. Come and join us in the centre here, Kev. So, tomorrow night, in the middle, we'll do the presentation. Who is going to be lifting the Betfred Super League Grand Final trophy?
Oh, it's a tough question. I think it clearly is the two best sides going head to head, and you know they're both in form. They've got all the best players. Everyone's telling me Wigan are going to win easy. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be really, really tight. I went to the game a couple of weeks ago. Wigan did win that game. I thought Hull KR were the better team. For me, Wigan win this game, but it could go to extra time.
Golden points. It's first versus second. It's Hull KR in the first final. It's Wigan Warriors going for that historic Grand Slam as well. It's the Betfred Super League Grand Final, and it kicks off at 6 o'clock on Saturday night.